Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. We made it to another hump day. Made it to another hump day. Welcome back to Game On. I'm your host, Will. This is your Sports Morning Espresso Shot, and I'm here to bring you the latest and greatest going on in the sports world. So sit back, relax, drink some of that delicious 1775 coffee that I know you're sipping on this morning while I read you off what's on the menu today. Panthers. The Panthers. They're back. They're back-to-back champs. Gonna talk about that. Some MLB news. We had some fun things there. We have Caitlin Clark news. She got assaulted, and her teammates finally had enough of it. So we're gonna talk about that. And should Caitlin Clark just leave the WNBA, go do her own thing, go to the Big Three, hell, go start her own league? Fire up a YouTube channel, a Rumble channel here, and just do fun basketball tricks. Because the WNBA doesn't appreciate her, so we're going to talk about that. You can tell that it's June. It's June 18th because we're going to talk WNBA because what the hell is there? Else is there to talk about? I guess we got NBA Finals. Got some updated news on Halliburton and his MRI yesterday. We can talk about that. We got to check in on the Oilers OKC parlay better. Guy apparently decided to hedge. Decided to do something smart. We'll get into that. What else do we have? College World Series update. We're down to 4. And at the end of this, because I'm gonna have to I'll kick off the YouTube stuff because we'll cancel YouTube. That's what I'm saving for then. But John Gruden, WSU sent him a box. We're gonna watch the opening of that of what they sent him, and John Gruden with one of the greatest lines for recruitment for my Cougars. I love it. Love to see it. All that and more. But first, what up, Nevada Maverick? He says Sophie Cunningham is a badass. That's right. That's right. And Rip Pacers. That's right. We'll get into that. But first, I need y'all to hit that like button. We got 7,200 of you over there on Rumble. How you doing? Good morning. If you're new, help me out. See this hat? It says Most Pro. Why? This is the most professional, on time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. But I need your help. I need you to hit the like button. I need you to hit that repost so then other people can find it. You know what I mean? So then other people are like, hey, what's this? And they're like, wow, this show is awesome. This guy's live every day, 4:30 a.m. Pacific. Damn right. Very professional. Very on time. Very non-clickbaity. Would never think about doing anything clickbait related. I see Grass Guy out there already reposted the stream. Appreciate it. Let me hop in here and say hello to the Rumble chat before we get things going. Grass Guy's in the house. What's up? How we doing? Hockey's over. We can now talk football, Will. Look what I got for you. I forgot. I semi forgot, but so last year cricket got me onto the Phil Steele magazine. So we have the digital version, so I'm able to pull it up on stream, right? Well, I now remember what I did. In December, they had a special. It was like a VIP special. It was discounted. Or MVP special. And it was discounted and all that. And if you bought it back then, you got access to his college bowl season stuff. I was like, oh, yeah, I want that. So I pre-ordered it, and I forgot I did that. Well, then I got the digital version like last week. I was like, oh, that's cool. Then they mailed me my copy of this year's Feel Still magazine. So I got the physical right here. Right here, look at that. Look at all those stats. I mean, you can go get yours too. If you want. Feel Still magazine. It's not discounted anymore, but you can get it. Not a sponsor. But because I got the MVP package, I got 2. Yeah, I forgot it comes with 2. I don't know why, but it comes with 2. And I want to send one to one of you guys. So I'm going to figure out how to do that. I'm going to figure out what's the best way. Which one of you that supports the channel or is here every day shows up. Well, maybe we'll have Heavy Steps do a wheel. We'll have Heavy Steps do a wheel. Anyone that's interested, I'll mail you a copy of that. These magazines are great. All right. These magazines are great. So I'm going to send one to you guys. What up, Boku? He says, USA, USA, USA. That's right. Sorry, Canada. Sorry. You're going to have to wait another year before you can maybe bring Lord Stanley's cup across the border. Miss Leslie's in the house. Good morning. How are you? Boku said it. He tried to tell y'all Ice Cats in 6. Remember, I saw a thing today and I forgot about it. Remember, the Leafs had the Panthers dead to rights in round 2. Had them dead to rights, but the Panthers said, no. We've got the heart of a champion. Thanks, SJB, reposting it. Thank you. Patriot, thank you for reposting it. And Leslie, thank you for reposting. You guys are the best. You guys are the best. Patriot's here. Good morning, Patriot. How we doing? Real combat footage. Who do you hope to win? Pacers or OKC? I would like to see. I think OKC is going to win this one tomorrow night. But I would like to see the Pacers steal one more. And I mean, who doesn't want Game 7? Huh? Best 2 words in sports. The only thing good about basketball in the NBA, Game 7 of the NBA Finals. That'd be fun. Sunday night. I believe it would be Sunday night is when they play. That'd be fun. But I think, hey, OKC's got this one in the bag. Henry Ford. How you doing, sir? No more wars for Israel. I know, dude. That shit. I've been trying to avoid the topic, We'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's just pray that the right thing's done, no matter what happens today or going forward. But let's just, pray for the country. So you want Pacers? Oh, I already answered that one. Morning, No Skin. How we doing? Okay. I don't even know where to start. I want to just show you a quick clip of what's to come. Okay, I want to show you this quick clip of what's to come. This is just a little clip of what. Look at Gruden with the Wazoo gear. Gruden said this is one of the coolest boxes they've ever received, too. By the way, there's one. I'm gonna give 2 things. We're gonna watch the full thing at the end. Okay, we're gonna watch the full thing at the end. But 2 things from it. One, he didn't say Gardner Minshew in his video, which is wild. He's naming off all these great Cougs. Didn't say Gardner Minshew. 2, he got a really cool Mike Leach thing. They sent him a signed helmet from Mike Leach. That is freaking sweet. Twizzlepop. That's a fun name, Twizzlepop. How you doing? Good morning. Second Stanley Cup, and most Floridians weren't even aware they were in the final. I know, dude. Most Floridians don't even realize Florida is hockey now. Florida's a hockey state. Hockey is Florida. Florida is hockey. Wild to think of. Wild, but it's true. But watch this part.
I mean, yeah, there's a lot of good players that have gone through this place. What is this? I don't know what that is. It's a Cougar Gold cheese. Look at that. I mean,
he doesn't even realize it. But that right there in his hand is the best cheese in the country. Right there. Cougar Gold. Yeah, I said it. Best cheese in the country. And I'm not even a cheese guy, and that stuff's delicious. Oh, he's going to love it when he cracks that thing open. Has some of that delicious Cougar Gold. I'm so happy they sent him some Cougar Gold. So happy. That's right, Leslie. USA is hockey. You know what? So they were announcing the first 6 members of the Canadian and USA Olympic hockey team. And you know what sucks? And put politics aside. Patriot says Cougar cheese. Patriot, I am going to send you a delicious can of Cougar Gold. Okay? I will send you some. And even you will have to admit it's pretty damn good cheese. That's what we're known for. They make it right there in Pullman. Each one of those cans is at least a year old before they make it available to sale. It's good. But you know what sucks about the Olympics? I wish they would change this, but it's politics and whatnot. They won't let Russia. $33 for a 30-ounce can. Yeah, it's something like it's not cheap. Is that what it said on there? I know if I go to the store, well, it depends on what store you go to. Down by my work, I can get it for that size of a can. I can get it for $40. Everywhere else up here, it's like $50 a can. It's worth it though. I always get some when we go to family events. That's it, Leslie. That's where I was going. No Russian players will be in the Olympics. It sucks. Listen, it's like, let's be honest. Russia probably they probably have the best hockey players in the world more times than not. You know what I mean? Like I want to see that. I want to see Canada and USA battle the Russians on the ice. All right? On the ice. Don't you want to see them play the best? Whether they're doping or not, you know what I mean? Kind of sucks. Kind of sucks we're not going to get to see that. That's just me personally. I'd rather see that, but you know. Okay, where do we want to start? God, we have so many different random things to get to, like these colleges. Speaking of my Cougars, this is something. I guess I should start with the hockey, shouldn't I? But I'm just scrolling through here. Washington State, and they aren't the only ones doing this. There's a lot of we're about to see a lot of colleges start cutting some of these other sports, which I get it from a financial sense. Football's the only football and a handful of basketball teams are the only sports that bring in money for a school. All the other ones cost them money. Football offsets it, but Washington State just cut all field events and is limiting sprints and track and field. Around 24 athletes, men and women, are left without events. Scholarships stay, but many may have to transfer. So basically, the Cougs are going to be doing long distance events and sprints. They're not doing any field events anymore. It sucks, man. It sucks. This is like, I remember back in like 2010, right as I was going there, they cut their wrestling program. A lot of places cut their wrestling program, stuff like that. But this isn't just Washington State though. We're seeing other schools have to do this across the country. Sucks. But at the same time, it's like it sucks for the athletes and missing out on getting scholarships. That's what it sucks. But no one really tunes in and watches these events anyways, right? B. McCormick says we love football. Them liberal schools are going to be cutting a lot of sports with the removal of federal funding for not complying with the executive order. That's true. That's true. Hey, what's up? Over on Kick, we got Mackie Derrick. What up? How we doing? Appreciate the follow. We got people joining everywhere. Look at that. Smash the like button. Give me a follow. Share this stuff out there. Appreciate it. Are you able to read? Oh, I'm able to read your chats. How you doing, brother? Good morning. Good morning. Speaking of Kick, let me pull up the Kick side of things. I should probably have that pulled up too. Hold on. I got to pull up the Kick chat. Right, like the Kick stream. I need to do better at like pulling all these up. You need to do better at it. Then we'll get into that. But yeah, it sucks that they're pulling these college these sporting events, but they ain't making money. What's a school to do, you know? And it's not I can't lie. It's not like I'm gonna it's not going to change anything for me. I don't tune in and watch any of that stuff anyways. It's not like I can't wait to see the 300 hurdles. You know what I mean? I can't wait to watch that. Let's see my chair. There we are. Oh, we look at this is good. This is good. Oh, you're a girl. Okay, Mackie. My bad, ma'am. My bad. Appreciate you being here. My bad. Where you at? It says it's almost evening here. Where you at? Where you at? It's 4:30 a.m. where I'm at. Okay. Hit the like button, follow. It enhances your coffee experience. It does. It makes you feel better. It makes you feel listen, this is pharmacist approved. All right. Pharmacist approved. It's proven that if you hit that like button, you'll feel better. It's the best way to start your day. That and sipping on some coffee. How about that? How about that? I guess we'll start like any normal sports show should start with the biggest news. Panthers back-to-back champions. Back-to-back champions. 5-1 victory of the dude. My Panthers -2.5 plus 250 came through. That was beautiful. But what really bugged me was after the Panthers went up 2-0 in the first period, they scored, by the way, they scored 2 goals in the first period in every game of this series. Isn't that wild? And this game almost went over because of all the scoring with 8 minutes left. The Oilers are down, 3-0. So they just go, well, empty net time. And this game had no business going over, and had there been one more just empty net goal, this game would have went over, and every single game of the Stanley Cup final would have gone over. That would have been, oh man, that would have been crushing to a lot of the bets out there. Yes, that first goal from Reinhart was dirty, sick, disgusting. Loved it. But so when the Oilers were down 2-0 to start the second period, I'm like, maybe I was just biased from the last time they played in Florida. And I'm like, you know what? They were up 3-0, and then the Oilers came back and tied it 3-3. But I thought I bought in on Kalshi on the Oilers when it was 2-0 because I'm like, I don't know if they're going to come back and tie it, but you got to think the Oilers are going to come out swinging in game, and in the start of the second period, and at least get a goal, make it 2-1, make it interesting. Nope. Oh, there's the mommy milkers. Let's drop that real quick.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away?
Bombs away. Now now the kick comments aren't coming over here, but I see it. Mackie says I had my black coffee. Ooh, yummy. Dude, I know. I need to go make a pot. New to streaming. Me? No. New to streaming on Kick. Yes. New to streaming? No. This is the most professional, on time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. New to streaming. Congrats to Reinhart for his was it Reinhart or who was it? Oh no, Bennett. Bennett wins the Conn Smythe. Sam Bennett was named the Conn Smythe Trophy winner. That dude had himself a game, dude. But what's his name? Reinhart had was it Reinhart? Yeah, Sam Reinhart had a hat trick, and then what do you call it when you get 4? What do you call it when you get 4? Sam Reinhart had a hat trick and then got an extra one. Now 2 of them were off empty netters, but still. Is that Paige Sporanic, Mommy Milkers? Yes, Fat Guy Videos. That is Paige Sporanic. She's a huge fan of the show. She's our number one golf fan on this show.
You got some tickle bitties and you don't know how to swing? Well, I'm here to help you. Next, you want to tuck your right arm and lay your left arm on top of that mommy milker. Bombs away?
Mackie says, I asked if you haven't added any custom panels yet. Yeah, I don't do any of the fancy stuff. I'm working on it. I don't do any of the fancy stuff. Why do you prefer Kick, not Twitch? I prefer Rumble. Rumble's my number one platform. I love Rumble, but I stream, as you can see at the bottom, Rumble, YouTube, X, Kick, Twitch. We're everywhere, baby. We're everywhere. I'm her number one fan, not officially. That's right, Leslie. That's right. Dropping those emotes. I love it. Let's see. It's because Skinner is straight ass. He was playing outside of his mind and he finally came crashing back down to earth. Oilers still need a goal. Dude, Oilers need a lot of help. They're going to lose a lot of guys this year. That guy says Twitch is commies. That's what I hear. I stream there, but it's hard. It's hard to start a following. You know what I mean? It's hard anywhere to get a following and whatnot. That's why I love Rumble. Rumble's been good to us. We got 8,800 of you over here on Rumble. Good morning. Smash the like button if you're new and get the follow. We're almost at 10K. 10K followers. How about that? Would love to get there before football season. Love to get there. And listen, if you're one of the followers, you hop in the chat, you say hello, all that fun stuff. You could be a lucky winner of a free Feel Steel college football magazine. Everything you need to know, every stat you need to know about any college football team, right there in this magazine. It's a great deal. It's a good deal. Got to figure out how we're going to raffle that one away. Gonna have to figure that one out. Rome's the only service I pay for. That's right. Always looking for good shows to find on here. Glad I stumbled on yours last week. Go. I'll give you a winning bet for that. We'll get to a winning bet. All right. We'll get to a winning bet. Gave you guys a plus 450 parlay in game 5 of the NBA Finals. That was nice. Trying to think of how I want to cook one up for tomorrow. None of these young folks know what Kmart is. That's probably true. Well, thank you, Mackie. I appreciate that. I'd appreciate that. I would appreciate that. Okay. So Panthers, they did it. They done did it. And we're done talking hockey for a while. They done did it. We're done talking hockey for a while. That was good. Congratulations to the Florida Panthers. Florida is hockey. Florida is hockey. Now, Florida, a couple re-signs, whatnot. Florida can make another run. They might three-peat. You know what I mean? Kmart was awesome, so remember the cigarette butts on the floor. Oh, that's funny. I don't know what to get into next. Do we want to get into this? Let me see. Oh, did you guys see this? So after Gage Wood threw a no-hitter with 19 strikeouts in the College World Series the other day, Breaking Tea is selling Gage Wood no-hitter shirts, licensing dollar splits between Gage School and the NCAA. This is what NIL was built for. So instead of Omaha, they put Nomaha. And obviously him on there, his no-hitter, right? Now, you know what's funny about this is how many people are going to see this who don't understand sports, don't know sports. There's a lot of people out there that don't know sports. How many of them are going to see this and think this is an anti-Maha thing? You'd be like, yeah, I'll buy one. Screw Maha and the Maha movement. You know what I mean? It's the first thing I thought of. Can we talk on Discord? Yeah, maybe. I don't ever hop into my Discord. I need to start doing that. I am definitely not your average streamer that you're probably used to, Mackie. You can find me at gameon.locals.com. I have live chats over there. Let me pull up I'll drop my Discord here in a minute. But yeah, how many people do you think this is anti-Maha movement? It's kind of funny. No, it's funny. All right, let's go through some of this news. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you guys this yesterday. So Trent was at the game 5, and he's dressed. He's courtside. He's always dressed up as OKC stuff, and he was chirping at some of the players, and he got a warning before the game. He says, this is warning. I didn't even know the NBA does this, but the security came over and gave him this. Says, you're being issued a warning that the comments, gestures, and or behaviors you have directed at players or coaches, game officials, arena staff, and or spectators are in violation of the NBA fan code of conduct. This is the first and only warning you will receive. If after receiving this you continue, you will be immediately ejected from the arena without refund. That's wild. So what happened was, I guess, he says, backstory, I was chirping the fuck out of Halliburton during warmups. James Johnson walked over and said I was a bitch. I said, who the fuck are you, bro? He told the security something, and then I was handed this. Trent, what are you doing, dude? And he even admitted, they're like, why are you acting tough against NBA players? Blah, blah, blah. And he's like, yeah, dude, I know. James Johnson's 6'8". He'd whoop my ass. Oh, it's funny. That's funny. Yeah, let me get my Discord. Hold on. Discord. I don't ever. Let's see. Discord. Here we go. It's okay. That's my Discord handle. Thanks, Mackie. Okay. Let's see. This is kind of weird. South Carolina, I wanted to look into this a little bit more, but South Carolina QB Lenore Stellers turns down $8 million NIL offer to transfer to a different school. Apparently, his dad said, "You're 19, you don't need $8 million. You're in a great spot." Excuse me. No, I get what his dad's trying to say here, but I'm sorry if my son was offered $8 million. I'm telling him you taking that. You're taking because let's be honest, even if Lenore's here ends up being pretty decent, right? Odds of him going to the NFL, let's be real, right? Odds of him going to the NFL. If you have a chance to get $8 million, you take it. But bye. See you later, South Carolina. I'm going to wherever the hell, whatever school is going to pay me $8 million. Now, we don't know how much of this is true. And, a lot of these deals get reported. And the figures and the numbers of it, we don't really know. But let's just take it at face value here. How the hell are you turning down $8 million? I don't care what school it is. I don't care if they want you to come play Division III. I don't know if Division III school that has $8 million to give it, but you know what I mean? Get your money now while you can. You're not guaranteed anything in the future. I'm taking $8 million. I'm telling my son, hey, I'll come help pack your bags. Get you your $8 million, son. I don't know. What do you guys think? What would you guys do? What would you guys do? Hold on. Listen. Size and reach has nothing against Seal. Get in close and chop the tree down. I don't know if you've seen Trent. Trent's not a fighter. Shit, $8 million. I'll buy you new shit. Forget packing. That's right. That's what I'm saying. $8 million would be hard to walk away from. Now I don't know what South Carolina's paying him. Now, if like South Carolina's giving him $6 million and it's an extra $2 million, then it's like, well, now we have to have a discussion. What do we want to get into? Dude, Darren Waller here. This was crazy. Darren Waller decided to retire after the Giants made him play fullback against the Bills. I want to get Beardo's take on this. So he was on the Side You Don't See podcast, and he said, I sit down on the sideline after a drive where we ran it like 3 times, and I'm like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? I'm out here playing fullback. I don't even want to do this shit anymore. People don't understand that. Now, listen, Darren Waller, they're paying you millions of dollars. If they want you to play fullback, play fullback. You know what I mean? They want you to play 3 plays at fullback, do it. You know what I mean? Be a team player. You're getting paid. But I don't think people realize that I would say a majority of the guys out there, a majority of the guys out playing in the NFL don't like football. They don't have a drive, don't have a passion for it. Why are they out there? Because they're big, freakish athletes who are really good at what they do, and it pays well. That's why they do it. But a lot of those guys out there, nah. And the money's what's great is, the money is so nice for these players now that they are able to walk away if they're smart with their money. They're able to walk away at a young age. They can play 6, 7, 8 years in the league and say, I'm done. I don't need to play a decade plus in this league. A lot of players don't like football. Just facts. Get your ass on the plane, boy. Isn't Darren Waller the guy who had to get over a drinking or crack addiction or something like that? You think he'd have some more mental toughness? I don't know if that's what he had to get over. Maybe. I just know he didn't care for it anymore, and he got tired of losing. He had a bad stint in with the Raiders, went to the Giants, played a few seasons there, and then said, "You know what? I'm done. I'm retiring." Then he tried to start a rap career. By the way, shout out to 19,000 of you over on Rumble. If you can, please. Whoa, wrong button. Please hit the like button. Give the show a follow if you're into sports, gambling. Hell, you just like a good show. Hang out, have a good time. We're on our way to 10,000 followers. 10,000 followers here on Rumble. Would love to get there. So if you can't, hit the like button, get a follow, hit the little repost. Let people know that there is the #1 sports show on the internet, most professional, on-time, non-clickbait sports show on the internet. And it's right here every day, 4:30 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Later, Mackie. See, some came through and some didn't. That's weird. I don't get it. But yes, Darren Waller is crazy. Hey, give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. My dog's whining at something out here, so I'm going to go take a look. Apologies. Lost 5,000 of you. Expected it. Okay. I'm gonna have to go clean that up here in a second. My dog just threw up all over in her crate, so that's great. Dude, check out this play. College World Series. Check out this play. Hits up the middle. Not only the grab here, but the throw and the catch.
Up the middle, Ivar kept the spin.
That was insane. Look at that, dude. Catches this, spins around, hucks it off balance, one-hopped it in there. Now they ended up going on to lose, so it's not that cool, but still, it was a cool play. Very cool play. So obviously so this guy, it was about a year ago, he placed this parlay, $13, pays out $270,000. And he was almost there. He got the Dodgers right, he got the Liberty right, and he got the Eagles right. All he needed was Edmonton to win and OKC. And it looks like OKC is going to win. So all he needed was Edmonton to win. And remember, at one point, so before these finals started, he had a cash out option of $104,000. Now I tell you, a $13 bet, $104,000. I'm out. See ya. Bye. Then the Oilers steal game one. Not wild game. They take game one. His cash out goes up to $124,000. And then last night, obviously, he needed the Oilers to win the next two games. His cash out crashed all the way down to $40,000 there. But apparently, he did the smart thing because he kept saying, I'm not cashing out. I'm not cashing out. And he's going to all these games. Someone's got to be funded him, right? He's going to all these games. Like, he's sitting there watching the games, at least the hockey games. He says, I'm not cashing out. Well, he did the smart thing. He hedged. So with the Oilers winning yesterday, he said he ends up saying that he ends up walking away with I think it was 75,000.
Have you hedged at all? And how much would you win if the Panthers win the Cup tonight?
I have hedged. It's not exactly if the Panthers win. It's the Panthers OKC win. It's going to be close to the cash out before the final started. So 97.5 was that number. Panthers Pacers win, a little bit less, close to 75. Happy no matter what. I mean, who's
okay? At least he hedged the right way. I thought he only hedged on OKC because that would be a sweat. But now, so either way, he'll get the 97 if OKC close out. If somehow the Pacers come back and win, he's going to get about 75K. So at least he's walking away with some money. He doesn't look old enough to shave, much less gamble. I saw a clip of him going around where he was he was buying a 50-50 raffle. A 50-50 raffle. Good morning, Mighty Megatron. How you doing? But good for him. Man made some money. Watch this, dude. Watch this.
With the steal, nice move. Goes to the net.
Filthy. Look at this. Gets the jump on him, right? Gets the jump. Gets the steal. Crosses this dude over. Dude, this video is not loading right now. There we go.
The steal, nice move.
I hate videos on X. Let's take the volume off and start from the beginning. Look at this. Gets the steal, crosses him up, and then it's one-on-one, baby. One-on-one. This was the first goal of the game. Wild. That was sick. Dude, the Oilers had like 26 shots on goal and hadn't scored a goal yet. That's another reason. They had so many shots on goal. I'm like, they're going to get one of these in there, aren't they? Nope. Sure isn't. Dude, check this out. Caitlin Clark, and the other angle looks crazy. Things got heated last night in the WNBA. They still don't respect Caitlin Clark. It reminds me of how you had to wait for vids to load on MySpace. That's right. That's right. It's like when you click into them, they're terrible. But check this out. So, Caitlin Clark got teed up. Marina Mabry got teed up. JC Sheldon assessed a flagrant, and Sophie Cunningham got ejected. Watch this. Let me turn the volume off. Hits her in the face, and it doesn't look like much, but there's going to be another angle I'll show you, and it's the hit in the face, and then watch. She gets knocked to the ground right there, flattened. We got a little WNBA scuffle here, and then Sophie Cunningham, she's the real MVP. The chick that hit Caitlin Clark, she says, you ain't doing that. All right, you ain't doing that. So watch this. Throws her down. This chick gets in her face. She grabs her. She grabs the other chick by the hair. Like I said, not a great angle of this, but there's a little bit of a scrap here. A little bit of a scrap. Let me find the other angle for you. Here's the eye poke right there. That was the eye poke. Well, I thought I had a video of the other. Oh. Watch this. This chick just bodies her, man. They hate Caitlin Clark.
I'm saying you already hit me in the eye. Can you give me a moment here of space?
That's a big girl, by the way. This guy says, for those of you that don't think the WNBA is against Caitlin Clark, here's proof. After getting fouled for 3 full seconds and then hit in the eye, player knocks her down hard after all was stopped. No ejection after every announcer said no chance, there's not an ejection. Crazy not to embrace her like golf did Tiger Woods. I agree with that. She's a money maker, dude. She's a ratings darling. But they don't Tyke fight. They don't want to embrace it. I had a better angle of this. Let me see if I can find it real quick. I mean, it should be all over Twitter. But everyone's praising. It kind of started. It started early on like this, where Caitlin Clark was like, JC Sheldon says you can't do that. Caitlin Clark mouth says, yes, I can. I can do whatever the fuck I want, or I want to do. There's that. Let me see if I can find the other angle. But everyone's praising Sophie Cunningham for being like the goon. You know what I mean? For getting out there, getting a little scrappy. I'm just going to search it this way. Caitlin Clark. Here's an angle of this. The foul. So she fouls her, right? Throws her down. Gets in it. Look at that. She just goes and grabs the back of the head. Getting ready to just rip out some hair. Throws her down again. Fat Guy Video says, couldn't pay me to watch the WNBA, and honestly, Clark did the whole I have white girl privilege bit, so I don't care what they do to her either. I know, dude. It's like she is not helping herself with that either. She's not helping herself at all. There's another angle of the hit on Caitlin. Just crazy. I'm going to piece together a little video of that. Make it look nice. Great neck grab. Yeah, dude. It was getting It was getting chippy out there. This is a funny video. Said everyone right now to Sophia Cunningham after watching her get scrappy. Watch Caitlin Clark. Just gets a little smirk on her, like, okay, I see you. Okay. I see you. Yeah. Anyways. What else we got? I bet you the Fever head coach gets fined, but she's 100% right. So the Fever head coach, Stephanie White, at her post-game press conference says, I think it was pretty obvious that stuff was brewing. When the officials don't get control of the ball game, when they allow that stuff to happen, this is what happens. They got to be better. 100% right. 100% right. Officials got to step in there. And they didn't. They let it get out of control. Enough of the fetish videos. Fair enough. Did love to see this. This guy placed a Sam Bennett Conn Smythe Trophy winner at 110 to 1 odds. His 3750 won him $4,100. $4,100. We love to see it. Here you go. Love to see it. Congratulations, not better right there. Congratulations. Okay, we are gonna run through some baseball and stuff like that. But we're gonna end things on YouTube. Goodbye, YouTube. Goodbye. Let me remove YouTube. Come over to Rumble.